been looking at fiber to the home. Salisbury's doing fiber to the home. We started attending conferences probably 4 years ago. Minerva was always one of the vendors that we saw booths, and so we just stopped in and started talking to Minerva. We made a decision early in the process that we would go IPTV and not RF overlay. So we knew we'd have to have middleware, and Minerva was just one of those companies that we first started looking at. Got to know Mike Skoronsky, our salesman, and Mike did an excellent job of keeping the company in front of us and letting us know of new features, plans. So we've known about Minerva for several years. Triple screen is something I think is going to be huge for us, and that's one of the reasons I'm here at the conference, is to look at how could we implement triple screen, meaning TV, PC, mobile phone. When we first looked at Minerva 2 years ago, Minerva probably wasn't as far along feature-wise as they are today. So when we started looking at Minerva recently, we were kind of blown away how you had grown, the new features you had available. You seem to be tracking very well with what we're looking for. Triple play is one of those, so that if you're at home, you're watching the ball game, your wife says, come on, we're going shopping, you'll be able to watch that game on your mobile phone without losing anything. Or you leave home, you're watching a show that you've recorded, you take your laptop, and now you can transfer that show to your laptop and watch it while your wife's in the mall and you're connected wirelessly. The trend right now, I think, is for the young folks to be leaving traditional video services and moving to mobile. We have to find something that'll bring those people back, and I think the mobility option will do that. One of the problems, if you try to watch an HD show on a smartphone these days, HD doesn't translate to a 4-inch screen very well. And I think even the young folks will start to see that at some point. So again, if you can provide that HD functionality on a 42-inch screen in their home, but allow them to transfer that to a 4-inch screen while they're mobile.
Same UI.
Same UI. I think that'll be huge, and I think that'll bring those people back in. We had heard of another location that had to swap out IPTV, and Minerva had come in and over, I think, a 3-day period, had put in ITV Manager and had it running, and they were back up. So we had heard from other sites that Minerva had a knack for quick turnarounds. So that was one of the things that attracted us. That's when we started talking to Minerva. That's when we saw all the features and functionality that you had added. We decided to make that move. And in about 2 weeks, we had pulled out all the other companies' middleware and associated equipment. We had Minerva up and running along with the Verimatrix and Harmonics. So it was fairly amazing how fast we were able to make a switch. Right now, we're not quite sure how or what to think of over the top. Over the top is a big offering. I don't use it, but I've got folks that do, and they love it. I think it's something that we have to plan for, that we have to support. In a session earlier today, one of the speakers, I think it was the CEO, said you can either sort of ignore it, enable it, or fully support it, and I think we're going to take the option of fully supporting it. It's one of the things we were attracted to by Minerva, because it looked like Minerva was going to integrate over the top into the electronic program guide.